Torrance Hucks, and I work for Fannie Mae in Washington, D.C. I think it's important to tell your story, to share your story with others, particularly being out in the workplace. And as an African American male, I think it's even more important for us to share our stories, particularly being out in the workplace. I am out at work, and what's interesting, this feels like a full circle moment for me. About 10 years ago, I was terminated from an employer, and it actually took 6 attorneys to tell me that I was terminated because I was gay. So that was very hurtful, it was very painful for me. There was a trickling effect for me. I had a couple of jobs after that, knew absolutely nothing about Fannie Mae. So when I came to Fannie Mae, that first week, walking throughout the halls, there was this motto, "Bring your whole self to work." And I was like, let me see if I can do that. So it's been a very rewarding experience, and me just being authentic. So I think the fact that I'm gay is mute or not an issue. I think that I'm known at work because of the quality of my work, because of my credibility and my integrity. So there's never been an employer that I came straight out and say that, you know, I'm gay. Over a period of time, maybe because of observations or because of perceptions, people were able to make that connection. So it's interesting when you start or go to a place and people kind of not want to associate with you or deal with you because you're gay. But over a period of time, you know, especially the men, they come to really appreciate, you know, who you are. And again, being gay just becomes a moot point. So even if I were to go to an employer tomorrow, that's not the first thing that I would say. But again, if people were to ask me, I would definitely say, yeah, you know, I'm gay and proud of it. So Out and Equal has played a very pivotal role. Coming here, I know that everybody's committed to being themselves, being their true, authentic selves. So it's great to attend a conference where everybody knows right up front, you know, that it's okay to be out at work. So I get a lot of support, I get a lot of confidence, you know, coming here at Out and Equal. It's also an opportunity for me to talk to other people that may not feel that it's comfortable coming out. So it's a great way to connect and kind of reaffirm that what I'm doing is actually the right thing to do for me. So yes, Fannie Mae does do diversity training. As a matter of fact, we are revising our diversity training to include inclusion cafes. So the purpose of inclusion cafes is to share a little bit more about diversity concepts and to educate our colleagues and to make them aware that there's so many different people, you know, at Fannie Mae. So we have training, although it's not mandatory. I do feel it's kind of good for people to kind of self-select to participate in diversity training, because the fact that they are self-selecting or opting to participate in our trainings tells me that they're interested in knowing more. So it's interesting, no one has asked me whether or not I'm gay, you know, and I don't know if people really have that courage to do so. And the other thing is they may not be prepared to hear the answer. So it's interesting. I'm responsible for managing the employee resource groups at Fannie Mae. So the first ERG that I connected with, of course, was African ancestry. You know, how they felt about me, how I was perceived, I'm not sure. However, I never felt that I could not be myself. And those that do know that I'm gay, they see me as a team player. They know that when I come to the table, I'm bringing diversity and inclusion to the table. And that's one of the reasons why I feel so welcome at Fannie Mae, is because people seek me out for my input and what it is that I can do to move a plan forward. And I really don't think that it has anything to do with me being gay. And so understand that everybody may not be as open and as accepting in terms of you coming out, but know that it's okay. Know that it's okay. You have to still continue being yourself. And once you find out or feel that you are authentic and you can share that with other people, I think that more people will be accepting. So for people of color, I would encourage them to come out. I would encourage them to share their story. It may not be in this venue like this, like an Out and Equal, so it may be those one-on-one conversations, you know, in terms of coming out. And actually get some kind of movement, you know, together in terms of coming out. And hear what the challenges are, you know, in terms of coming out. So what I would share with people is coming out can be a good thing. You definitely have to assess the culture in terms of where you are. So one employer may not permit, condone, support that effort in terms of coming out. I do not want to be anywhere that I'm not wanted. Workplace, church, relationship, you know, in any endeavor, any place that I cannot be myself and where I cannot share who I am, is not a place where I'd like to be. So for people, my recommendation would be to come into your own, you know, feel confident about coming out. And one thing that my mom told me, I remember telling her that I was gay, and I was kind of looking down, you know, at the ground. And she said, you know, when you talk to people and share with them, you know, who you are and the fact that you're gay, you have to look the person straight in the eye and let them know that you're proud to be gay. And I do that every single time I get the opportunity.